Gurute, for the most part, has been completely annihilated. He has 0 units on the field right now, so I think he is out of the picture, having taken way too many casualties early on. Not necessarily his fault. I think he made a million mistakes, but he was also trapped between a pretty aggressive Mr. Woog and a pretty sneaky Kitten von Catsworth there. So now we get to see the Kitten fighting out here with Mr. Woog, and it looks like Mr. Woog shooters and all of these infiltrated Slugger Boys, just a little too much to deal with. You can see a little bit of a Tank Buster rocket barrage coming in there, but going to have to get out of there for the time being. But it doesn't matter. The Land Raider appearing in this tiny little drop pod, just going to kind of pop on out of there in a nice little dainty, delicate way right now. And now we get to see all of the paint job for Kitten von Catsworth here, this nice deep purple look here. So that thing's going to drive on out and try and make a difference on the battlefield. Let's see what's going on here. Mr. Woog, by the way, has taken control of the central victory point and is now up to 3 victory points. And it looks like Scud even decided to build a giant pink bunker here and equip it with a heavy bolter squad. Have no idea what's going on there, but, you know, why not? I think she's intent on defending one player's victory points from another player. Getting one look at that Land Raider, it looks like Mr. Woog just took off, firing a little bit of a rocket barrage there to try and cover his retreat, but the Land Raider appears to have backed off right now. So good for Kitten. She definitely has a Land Raider on the battlefield right now, but only 1 victory point and kind of far behind right now. It's going to be a challenge to take advantage of that. More towards the left, we can see the Chimera with all of the guardsmen just kind of fighting away right now. It looks like Shackhouse now, with his newly acquired missile launcher, has been able to put a little bit more pressure on Jackie now, forcing him to kind of back away for the time being. You can see the Lord General moving on in. By the way, he does have a sniper rifle and stabilizers. There are far too many units for me to really keep track of what they all are and who's getting what upgrades. And by the way, Kitten von Catsworth now has a Predator on the battlefield right now. So you can see this kind of combination, Tech Marine and a lot of heavy armor late game is what she's going for. It looks like while all that was happening, the entire this Chimera was completely destroyed. And now Kitten's in a pretty good army position here. I think the only real challenge for Kitten at this point, just by looking at this, is Mr. Woog. Shackhouse definitely has got some stuff on the battlefield, but he's being kind of defensive, just hanging back in his own base there. You can see that Kitten right now is just looking to deny Purple his victory points right now, taking out this power generator, just going to wreck that and then perhaps move on to other targets. Boom! There goes the power generator, and right now, it looks like Jackie, who used to be in the lead by such a huge amount, now has 0 victory points under his control. Shaq coming back into the game with 2. Still 0 for Gurute and 0 for Scud. I'm not sure if Scud is AFK or has quit yet. No, he's still building stuff and doing things, so who knows exactly what's going on there. Looks like upgrading those guys, perhaps. Who knows? The Land Raider and the Predator now moving on in. I like, by the way, that Kitten von Catsworth has got this Iron Cross on there as well. Just kind of ties it all together. I think definitely gets my vote for most interesting name in this free-for-all for starters here. And we do see that Scud is still in this game and is moving on out, taking a lot of casualties right there, taking an entire squad. Almost, yes, okay, moved out an entire squad and lost it right then to a combination of fire from everything. Actually, Kitten von Catsworth has got dominating control of the middle right now. Only controlling 1 victory point herself, but is perhaps going to set her eyes upon this. You can see a little bit of reinforcing happening around this Land Raider, and the Land Raider just completely and utterly destroying the Inquisitor. So this part of the game fascinates me. Now we're well into this game, and the name of the game is, you know, kind of a little bit of politics going on here. It's free-for-all is definitely a fun game mode in that, like, it definitely lasts for a while, and you have to be decisive about who do I attack and when, who do I make peace with, who do I ignore for a while, that sort of thing. All of these forces in the center right now are just getting obliterated. I'm not sure Scud is well aware of how to take control of this situation. It's just kind of sitting there and losing everybody. Yes, horrific losses right now. Heavy weapons team dead. Scud is really just kind of getting wrecked at this point. Definitely out of the game in terms of being a winner, but still a factor out there. Looks like we have a Lehman Russ battle tank on the field right now for Mr. Jackie, our Purple Imperial Guard friend. He certainly wants to get back into this game, and the Lehman Russ is a good start. Definitely going to be out there contending with all the vehicles on the field. But Kitten definitely moving on into this game right now. 2 victory points only, but looks like she's kind of angry and going to put some pressure on everybody else's power supplies. And then instead of capturing everything, just going to destroy all the other power supplies, forcing people to deal with that. Meanwhile, we can see some stormtroopers on the field with their assault kit right now. The Inquisitor is just kind of moving around, so definitely still some action out of Scud. Even some action out of Gurute. I had totally got rid of him. but you can see that the Force Commander has been upgraded. We do have a Devastator Marine Squad out on the battlefield right now, not really doing anything, but just kind of, you know, keeping track of his own lone territory here. It's kind of odd, by the way, that Mr. Woog here is just kind of backing off from everything. I really would love to see him just kind of put some pressure. Oh, I guess he did. I guess he wrecked this instead of capturing it. Oh, well. We're moving into the stage of the game right now where everybody's just destroying everything. Shackhouse has lost his Tech Marine, and we have quite a bit of pressure coming in here right now. Ouch! I believe that was a Devastator Plasma Bolt landing in the middle of all those guardsmen. Really, really wrecking them there. But now the Devastator Plasma team goes down as well to a shot from this Lehman Russ battle tank. You can see this 12-sized squad of guardsmen right now has its own commissar and everything in there. Let's take a look on this side of the map and see what's going on. Ooh, it looks like Kitten von Katzworth has now called in some Terminators. So definitely at an economic advantage at this point in the game. Kitten is just kind of toughing out. Oh, blinking on out of there just to make sure. By the way, we do have the twin-length last cannons on the Predator at this point, zodding away at all of these gentlemen. Having taken out that victory point and having capped this one, that now puts Kitten at 3 victory points, 650 points to 873 for Mr. Jacques. Definitely those two are contending right now. 0 points for Mr. Woog, however, as he has lost all of his territory for the time being. He was doing pretty well for a while there. Again, I have no idea what's going on with Garute here, if he's still in the game or what, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, it is, actually. It looks like he's trying to cap this victory point, activating his little Iron Cross right there. Sorry, Iron Halo. A little bit of fighting going on right now. Mr. Woog taking horrifying losses every time he pokes his head out of there. That's not looking too good, but look at that. No, he's definitely not going to be able to take care of things. I thought he almost got there, but no, instead he almost decapped it, took a ton of damage, and lost. So our major contenders right now looking at the battlefield are definitely still Jacques and Kitten von Katzworth. Jacques has reestablished his control over his victory point and his neighbor Shackhouse's victory point. Shackhouse right now is unfortunately relocated to his base, having no way to get out without taking horrifying losses from this Lehman Russ and from this humongous guardsman squad with plasma cannons. Losing his last generator as well. This Devastator Marine really needs to set up. He's kind of getting a little bit too close to these guys. No! Getting picked off by that Lehman Russ battle tank. Oh, God, Lehman Russ, you are just destroying this poor gentleman here with that last cannon and with that battle cannon right there. Looking more towards the center, we can see that the Predator and the Land Raider are still kind of toughening it out here. And looks like the Commando Knob is out here right now, just kind of destroying the last remnants of what's out there for Scud. I haven't seen Scud build anything in a long time. Scud has $1,000 in the bank and is only tier 2. I think I'm going to attribute that not to saving up for a Baneblade, but instead just kind of not really paying attention to resources. Again, I'm not sure of the skill level of all of these players, and I think that kind of adds to the entertainment here. This is definitely a pseudo-newbie Tuesday. At least some of these people here are newbies, but that's okay. A good fun game by all. We can see now the twin-length last cannons from the Predator are just laying into this Lehman Russ. The Lehman Russ firing back, but it looks like we have a heavy turret being dropped in. Perhaps that's going to be the deciding factor here. Yes, the heavy turret gets the last shot, and the Predator goes down. I think that Predator was about to win that staring contest, but we had a little bit of interference from the heavy cannon here. So heavy turret and Lehman Russ still in the battlefield right now, and I do think that Kitten von Katzworth has just capped this point with her last Terminators, but the Terminators went down, getting picked off again by the Lehman Russ and the heavy turret. So count them. That is 5 victory points under control right now for Kitten von Katzworth, having repaired these damaged power supplies. Kitten von Katzworth now at 1,004 points, jumping at 5 points per tick right there. You can see just about to, yes, taking the #1 position right now, right as she loses control over this victory point. But Kitten von Katzworth is sitting tight with 4 points right now. Everybody else has either 0 or 1, and it looks like Jacques is about to get back to having 2. But remember, folks, this game ends at 1,250 victory points, and both of these players are cruising right towards 1,050. I'll use big boy words here. We have a call-in right now. It looks like just dropping on in here. What do we have up here in the north? This victory point is still destroyed. It looks like Mr. Woog is still just kind of stabbing out here, trying to take care of some of these power generators that are out there. Not really doing anything useful. I think he may even be AFK at this point in the game. It's kind of hard to tell if they have quit yet or not. Kitten Von Katzworth definitely has double power fields over here. That's all looking pretty good. 1,130 points right now, but unfortunately Kitten has been relegated down to 2 victory points versus 1 for Mr. Jacques right now. So Jacques continuing to cap victory points. We'll have to see. It's kind of hard at this point. You have to do a little bit of math to figure out who's going to win. It is 1,065 versus 1,154 right now. Kitten Von Katzworth is not looking too good. Oh no, this Land Raider is moving on in, but there is quite a lot of things taking shots at it right now. The heavy turret is picking this thing off. You can see the double heavy flamers doing massacring away at these guardsmen. But the Lehman Russ and the heavy turret pounding away at that Land Raider, that does not look good. Let's take a look around and see what else is coming out right now. Tactical Marines equipped with rocket launchers. We do have these scouts, and we do have a librarian on the field right now for Kitten Von Katzworth as well. Not sure what this Lord General is doing. Looks like trying to cap this victory point or at least defend it, but taking way too much damage. You can see, ooh, Tarantula turret has been set up next to this power node as well. That can be called down by the Tech Marine. In the meantime, oh my god, the Land Raider has taken so much damage here. Land Raider, I don't know what you're doing. You're not very good about either of these weapons here. The Lehman Russ is being upgraded to the Vanquisher upgrade. And this poor, oh god, being set upon right now by Knobs. We have an out-of-control Land Raider just kind of crashing, almost crashing directly into this Librarian. Tech Marine sent running home, Librarian sent running home. But 1,200 points right now. 2 victory points and 1,205 points for Kitten Von Katzworth. She is definitely out of gas at this point in the game, down to 1 victory point, but perhaps that's enough just to cruise on to victory because she is still gaining victory points. It's important at this point in the game for Jacques to remember what is going to win him this game and that he absolutely needs to move out and cap victory points. Pretty much everybody else in this game right now is just going to decide the victor based on who they attack right now. And unfortunately, sometimes players don't think about it that way. But if you have an enemy in this game, you can at least prevent them from losing, even if you can't win. We do have another Predator coming out right now on the battlefield, but it's 1,225 points. Only 25 points from victory. Kitten Von Katzworth is really in charge of this. Unfortunately, it looks like the Lehman Russ here with his Executioner tank upgrade, looks like he went ahead and got that, is just doing nothing but attacking power nodes. He needs to be capping victory points if he wants to win this. 1,235 points right now for Kitten Von Katzworth. It looks like Kitten is not really even doing too much. What the hell? Scud, you crazy insane maniac, you buying a Baneblade at the last second as if it'll have any effect on the battlefield. Oh well, Baneblade going to go ahead and sit on up there, but I still think the game is getting really close right now. 1,231. It is tied 1-1 at this point. 1,247. I think Kitten Von Katzworth is going to get this victory no matter what. And 1,250 points tick down just as we have what looks like another bombing hood coming down on top of all of Kitten's troops there. So, woo. Oh, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It is, just casting a 6-player free-for-all takes it all out of me. I feel like I barely can keep up with all of the action. And so I hope I made this entertaining, even though it looked like at least 2 of the players were AFK or had possibly never played free-for-all before. But definitely some of these people are good. Most notably, Kitten Von Katzworth, who won the day. And by the way, if you didn't know, Kitten Von Katzworth is AKA'd as Ninja Butter. You may know her as the head honcho over at GameReplays.org for the Dawn of War 2 section. So, Kitten Von Katzworth, awesome job there. Again, I'm Harlequin. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of random free-for-all game. If you did, please feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, as a reminder for those few of you who are still listening, almost everybody tunes out as soon as I get done with the game, but few of you who are still listening, giving away 2 DLC codes to 2 random Twitter followers on Friday. I am HarlequinCasts at Twitter. Check that stuff out. Anyhow, you guys rock. Take care.